Hello and welcome to this third episode of Pushing the Senses, Hearing. It's been about a year since our last episode, but we're kicking off the second series now, finishing off the episodes in this term and next. Today we're going to be looking at supersonic hearing, lie detection, and an experiment in hearing coincidence. So, let's get started.
For the first experiment, I attempt to hear someone whisper a word they're just thinking of over a long distance.
Okay, so for this first effect we're going to try something in what I like to call supersonic hearing, which might sound a bit weird, but I'll sort of explain what's going to happen in a second. I'm here with, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep, I'm Helen. And Yaz.
Cool, and you two have never met before until just now. You've just sort of
I'm sorry,
grabbed
I'm
you
off the street. Yeah.
Cool. What we're going to do is an effect where I'm going to ask you, Helen, to whisper something to Jazz in a second. And my task is to try and pick up on what you're saying. But that might sound quite easy, especially if I'm here or something like that. The idea is that I'm going to go to the other side of the lake. And I'm going to ask you to then whisper it to Jazz. I'll give you a thumbs up when I want you to whisper it to her. And then I'll also give you a second thumbs up and I want you to sort of shout out the word so you can hopefully hear it. Now just for the sort of camera sake and everything, I haven't told you to think of a specific word and anything like that. We haven't set anything up beforehand. You couldn't know what she's going to say to you or anything like that. That's all cool. You think that's all above board, yes? Yeah. You've got a completely random word in mind?
Yep, I've got one.
Cool, excellent. So I'm going to go now with the camera to the other side of the lake, just so you know there's no cutaways or anything like that. We might speed it up, but yeah, we're there and I'll give you a thumbs up in a second. Okay, sweet, thanks guys. So I'm going to go now to the other side of the lake, and I'm going to speed it up for you guys so that you don't have to sit around. But yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're here on the other side of the lake now. Jazz and Helen are over there. Hopefully they're ready for me. I'm going to give them a thumbs up, at which point Helen is going to whisper the words to Jazz that she's just been thinking of. And hopefully I'm going to be able to pick it up. So I'm just going to sort of try and tune out the fountain. Okay, that's the word I got. Let's see if they'll shout it out. Cool, let's go back over. Alright, cool, so we've just got back to the other side of the lake. You haven't yet seen what I've written down. No. Just once again, you're happy that there's no way that I could have found out what word you were thinking of or anything like that, and no way I could. There's no microphones around here or anything like that. No. Okay, cool. Just for the camera, in case you didn't quite pick it up, what was the word that you whispered? Pigeon. Pigeon. So that's not bad then. So I got it right. I wasn't sure if I heard pigeons or pigeon, but I heard the family maybe, but I think that was pretty good.
Yeah. That was really odd. I haven't had a magic trick done to me since I was about 5, so yeah, it was really interesting. I still don't know how it worked or anything like that.
Well, I've never had a magic trick done to me, so yeah, it was an experience. To be honest, I didn't actually think it was going to work, but yeah, it did, so I was a bit surprised. Yeah.
We're so far across the lake, and I don't think I could hear someone from just over there, so I wasn't expecting that at all.
For the final test of this episode, we're going to see if two people can correctly divine what they're looking for from a mixed pile of symbols.
I'm here now with George and Kieran. And we're going to try an experiment now that isn't me using my abilities of hearing, but is you two using your abilities of hearing. Now this might not make much sense right now, but basically you've both got a music device in front of you. You've got an iPad and you've got the iPhone, and you both have different music on your device. You, George, have white noise.
Oh, fun.
It's full of white noise. And you, Kieran, have some Mozart. Some nice classical Mozart. And here's what the idea is. I have a pile of cards in front of you on which I've drawn either a treble clef or a scribble. Okay? And what I would like you to do is try and tune in to the music. I want you to really listen to it. And actually, if you do this, it'll work. And if you don't, and if you sort of try and take the mic, it won't work. But if you listen to the music, I want you to try and tune in to what it is. And if you think the card might be a scribble for you, George, I want you to pull it towards you.
Mm-hmm.
And Kieran, if you think it's a treble clef, I want you to pull it towards you. If you're not certain, if you're not sure for whatever reason, just put it in the middle in the pile and both create a pile in the middle. Does that make sense? So if you think it's a treble clef, Kieran, pull it towards you, put it in front of you in a pile. If you're not sure, put it in the middle. I want you to really try and sync up the music with what you're feeling. Does that make sense to what we're doing?
Yeah.
We'll do it one by one, so we'll alternate. So you can start, and then you, and then one by one, each card. That's what you're looking for, Kieran. And that's what you're looking for, George. Just start your pile on top of that. Any questions? No. Put your headsets on, and I'll tell you when to play the music. Don't play it just yet. Okay, so Kieran, we'll start with you.
Okay.
And George, and we both ready? Start playing your music now. So if you think that's a card, just put it face down. Put it face down. And George, put it towards you. Keep it face down. Okay, take off your headphones. Stop the music. Okay, so George, you just had a few minutes of white noise there. Is that alright? How's your head?
Yeah, no, it's okay.
Okay, so you really tried to tune in then on whether you thought that you had the scribbles and whether you had the treble clefs, Kieran.
Yeah.
So obviously, in the middle we should have a mixed pile of just random sort of throughout. All mixed up there. Kieran, let's see how you did. Turn them over.
Whoa! Whoa!
So you've got all treble clefs.
Wow.
That's freaky.
George,
I'm meant to live up to that.
let's have a look. And you managed as well
What?
to get in and get all of the scribbles.
Wow.
That's amazing that you guys managed to tune in like that. I was expecting one or two mistakes. I didn't think you'd get it bang on. That's incredible.
Well, I mean, he had the cards in the middle, and then he wanted us to play the different tracks, and I got white noise. And so put the headphones on and try and detect which card was the scribble, and which card was the musical note. I was meant to pick up the scribbles. And it's a bit strange. As the music fluctuated, so did my confidence in like which card to pick. Astounding. Is that an adjective? That is, right?
I think Chris has got some powers beyond our recognition. I just can't comprehend what he's done there. I was expecting it to go very, very wrong, and it all to end in tears and heartbreak. But actually, wow, I was amazed when it all ended nicely. It's a happy fairy tale ending.
Thank you for watching the third episode of Pushing the Senses. If you'd like to get involved in any way, whether being a participant on screen or behind the camera, email pushingthesenses@ystv.co.uk. And join us next time when we'll be looking at the sense of taste.